Hello everybody and welcome back to Super Luigi Galaxy 2! So in the last part, we went back to Bowser's Gravity Gauntlet to, well, essentially re-get the star that other guy got off screen. But Luigi showed off how to get it anyway. And we also got the green stars and Slip Sand and Shiverburn Galaxies. And today we're probably going to finish things off with World 5 by first going through Fleet Glide, by getting the green stars in Fleet Glide. Now, getting the first one is going to be very quick, but it's most likely going to be very painful. Because you're probably going to hear it before you even start flying. You can probably hear it as you essentially go towards the actually go towards the edge, because the first green star is literally as soon as you have to dive as soon as you start flying. But as you might have saw, you actually have to dive down like really deep, like really quickly, so that you can actually be able to get it. And considering that you have to dive down really quickly, and it may end up requiring, you may end up getting yourself burned or even fully drowned in the lava, just like that. While trying your best to actually get it. This one definitely requires a lot of trial and error. But thankfully, you immediately start at the beginning with Fluzzer, so that you can actually just try again and whatnot. So that one can be just a little tedious to get. Considering that you saw what it was like to not only get burned or even fully drowned in the lava, if you just so happened to miss it. And then with the second one, you actually are required for you to, you are essentially required to now, if you want to get the second one, you actually have to go past that hallway with the swamps and the bomber bales, and then you actually have to traverse way over to the left side, off the map, so that because that is where the second, because that's where the second green star will be. But you have to make sure that you're not flying too deep, because otherwise that's when you are most likely going to miss it. Shit. Well, that was surely an insta-kill like I ever saw one. Definitely was. So this one may take you a while for you to, if you just happen to miss that, it may take you a while for you to get back there again. We're trying to be careful with that. Okay, like I said, you may not want to dive down too deep because considering, like I said, the green star is way over to the left side of the map. Yep, there it is. We don't want to go too deep for this one. And nope. Okay, I flew up just way too late. But anyways. Well, at the very least, you get to see what it's like. If you just happen to miss the door that it was closing. At the very least, you got to see at the very least, you get to see what that was like. And also, that may as well show off what it's like that. If you just happen to, if you have already gotten all of the gates already and have already got the common medal. If you actually don't want to bother getting the gate so that you could actually get to that comet medal, you simply just essentially go for a straight line in order for you to be able to get through to here. Ow. Getting that comet medal when we actually went through this before, when Mario went through this before, definitely made it a lot more tougher than it may seem. But what are you gonna do? Anyways, okay, let's see if we can actually get it. Come on. Oh, wow, I actually didn't think I was gonna get that. I really thought that I was not gonna get it. Yeah, Luigi's body really didn't look like it actually touched it, but apparently it actually did. But I will gladly take it. But anyways, now we got Power Star 208. Okay, now to finish this up, World 5, go back to Bowser Jr.'s Boom Bunker. Now, getting the green stars for this one requires you to utilize the cannons. Now, both of them require for you to utilize one of the cannons that we actually utilize, like in order for us to reach from one place to another. But I'll say this: one of them requires for you to shoot way far out than you would think. Yeah, you'll definitely see what I mean for when we actually get to that. But as for the first one, now you simply just have to shoot on top of the target. Yeah, you simply have to shoot away up from where the target is. So that one is not. Yeah, so that one you really cannot miss. Well, actually, you could potentially miss if you're not that good at aiming. If you're not that good at aiming with the cannon. Yeah, but you're definitely gonna want to be aiming that cannon when you're trying to get the second one. Yeah, you're probably not gonna be able to see or hear it if you don't move the controller. If you don't use the full Wii remote to point at. If you don't use the Wii remote / the control stick to move around when you are inside of the cannon. Yeah, you're definitely gonna see what I mean for when we actually get inside that cannon. Okay, here we are. Now, this right here is the cannon that I'm talking about. Now, like I said, you have to look way far out to the left here because, yeah, the green star is way over there. Ow! Okay, yeah, I shot the cannon way too early. Yeah, I shot the cannon way too early, and I essentially blew myself right into the mine. But yeah, you really have to look way far to the left from that cannon because the green star is way over here. Yeah, and if you don't move around with the cannon, then you're not gonna be able to see it. So yeah, if you don't look around with the cannon, then you are definitely gonna miss out on it. But anyways, and with that, now we've got 210 stars, and we are now officially done with World 5. All right, now we're gonna be moving on to World 6. This is World 6's Galaxies, starting with Melty Monster Galaxy. Okay, now as for the first green star for this one, it once again requires us to utilize the pole star so that we can sling ourselves right to it. Yeah, it definitely requires us to be able to do that. Oh yeah, and as you may have saw with that intro sequence, yeah, you may have also saw where the second green star is located already. Yeah. but right now we are gonna focus on the first one. Whereas I said we're gonna have to sling ourselves with the pole stars in order for us to be able to get this one. Just like we got for that first one back in, just like back in Space Storm Galaxy. Cause, yep, it's right up there, but you're definitely gonna need even much more momentum for this one. If you're gonna, you're definitely gonna need a lot more momentum if you want to be able to reach that one. Like say for example, you're definitely gonna want to you want to be able to launch yourself like from a really far distance. so that you can actually be able to get ourselves enough height in order for us to be able to reach this one. Okay, let's see. Come on, can I reach it? Darn it! Oh, so close. Okay, let me try again, but this time let's just no way. Do that. They here? Wait, did I? Nope. Crap. Nope. Okay. I definitely need to pull back a little farther. And woof. Okay, come on, please. No, go, come. Oh, damn it! I was right there, man. I was right there. Okay, try again. Here. Woo. Okay, come on, Luigi. Nope. No, I was way far off. I was way far off that time. Okay, here. And wow. Come on. Nope. Nope, way off. Yeah, I was way off. You know, I was way off again. No, I'll wait. Yeah, I'll wait for you. Yeah, I'll wait for them to go back down again. And go. And wow. Okay, come on, reach it, please. Nope, I'm still not getting the momentum I need. Nope, not that time either. Oh, God damn it, man. Okay, right there. Okay, and wow. Okay, that's better. But yeah, now that's what I'm talking about. Okay, it definitely took me a bunch of tries to be able to get that, but I managed to obtain it. Oh boy. Yeah, as you saw, that one could definitely take you a while if you're not good at slinging yourself with the pulse stars. Yeah, it can definitely take you a while. Now for the second one, really shouldn't take us too long to get. It's just that it's going to take us a while for us to be able to reach it. But the actual process to actually be able to get that green star won't exactly be that complicated. Yeah, you're not gonna get me like that, bitch. Okay, here we go. Now, all we really have to do in order for us to get the second one, essentially by utilizing this twister here, so that we get ourselves enough height so that we can actually be able to reach it. See? What did I tell you? Yeah, getting the second one is not nearly as complicated. Yeah, it's really isn't. Yeah, you simply just have to get enough height with that twister. Yeah, really quite as simple to get as you would think. Alright, now to 12 stars. Okay. Excuse me again, please. Okay, now for the third one. Requires us to go for the second mission. And for those of you who recall what the second mission for this galaxy was, yeah, we have to require us to utilize the boulder power-up, and we have to go down this really long-ass lane again. Yeah, because the green star is essentially on that pathway. So, yeah, it's definitely going to take us a while for us to be able to get this one. And I'm definitely going to say it's going to take us a while because, well, let's just say, yeah, the way that you get this green star isn't exactly going to be on the path. It's actually going to be on the outside of the path. Because, well, if you recall, just before we reached the, just before we got to the end of where the original power star is, that we actually have to utilize the fences, to bounce ourselves. Yeah, that is where the green star is located. But instead of bouncing off the second one, we actually have to go way towards the side of it and hopefully not fall off like that so that we can actually get it. So, yeah, this one is definitely going to be major trial and error. Yeah, this one is definitely going to be major trial and error. Because you have to make sure that you don't fall off constantly. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, and I guess I should say this, if that other guy did not bring this up when Mario actually went for this mission before, is that no way, Mario didn't exactly get to go through any of his missions at all. It was mostly for Luigi who did. Right. Right, I remember it was only Luigi who actually went for this mission. Who actually only went for this whole entire galaxy. Yeah, Mario actually never went for this galaxy once. It was mostly friggin' Luigi. But anyways, as I was saying, as Luigi went through this last time, that this is probably one of the better locations for you to actually get yourself a bunch of star bits for, if it just happened to fail like this multiple times over. Yeah. And it's definitely going to help you if you want to be able to gain access to that last mission, to that actual last mission in the game. But we're not going to focus too much on that at this time. Yeah, not at this time. But anyways, yeah, here we go with attempt number 4. Yeah, we've already fallen off and failed 3 times already. Really? Now I fell off way too far to the left on that side. Really? Yep. Once again, major trial and error. Okay, let's see if we can actually pull through without actually falling. Without actually falling off from the actual side of there this time around. Jeez. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, now give it up star bits again, you motherfucker. Yep, gimme. Okay. Now, go over this side again. Nope! Darn it! I did not jump. Crap. I did not jump that time. Oy. Man, now that's twice I failed. Man, that's 2 times I died, and I wasn't even close to where the green star is. Oh, man. Yeah, this is probably what you're going to see. If the other guy or Mario decides to go through, actually decides to go through that actual final mission. Yeah, that is all Luigi is gonna say right now. And I missed the jump again. Okay, I better not do that again. Yeah, considering that I fell off there 2 times, considering that I fell off there 2 times in a row. Yeah, I obviously do not want to have to go through that again and constantly fail at it again. But thankfully, I can actually be skilled enough in order for me to be able to get that full 1-up every time. So at the very least, Luigi is still pretty consistent when it comes to actually getting that. Especially Luigi is still consistent when it comes to getting that 1-up at least. So that's that. Okay, let's see if I can actually get it. Let's see what I can actually get this time. Darn it! Yeah, you see? Yeah, it really looks like you're probably gonna get it, but it's just a weird angle of where that green star is placed. Makes it look like you're just a little bit over it, you know? Yeah, it's really a major bitch and a half. A really major bitch and a half. A really major bitch and a half to get. Okay, yeah, I actually made that time. Fine, I'll take it. Okay, let me see if I can actually get it. Let's get it. Yes! Okay, thank you. I think that was like 6 or 7 failed attempts at actually trying to get that green star. At least 6 or 7 failed attempts to actually get that. But thankfully I was able to get it. And now we no longer have to go back to the galaxy ever again. Huzzah. And shut the hell up, Lubba, about Co-Star. We already know. We obviously already know about that. And so, what's the next part? I'll see you guys next time.